Welcome everybody, it's Eric from the MMG, and today we're checking out Bellwright. This is from Donkeycrew, who did Last Oasis. They are also now merged with Snell Games. I was a big fan of Last Oasis. I really enjoyed that game quite a bit at release, and then on beyond that a little bit from playing it, I still had a good time. I know a little bit of controversy around what they did with the game, where it went, but I love that they have been brutally honest about, even though they're still not finished with Last Oasis, they had to move to another game to try to make some money, and I totally understand that, and I like that they were honest about it, because a lot of these companies are not that way, and they just kind of try to slide underneath the rug. But yeah, so very, very excited to check out Bellwright. This is a game that we've had our eyes on since the first trailer hit, and it's an RPG survival game that takes place in medieval times. It's open world adventure, and it's all about kind of creating and expanding your own settlement. You need to liberate the lands. It's got a neat little intro story. I won't give any spoilers, but it's not long or anything, but it sets the tone of what happened and why you're where you're at currently. And I'm honestly hoping that the story kind of more revolves or kind of entails more of what really happened and why and all that. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna check this game out. We're gonna do a quick look. We're gonna keep this video pretty short, maybe like under 20 minutes, to kind of give you some ideas of what the game looks like, hit some of the strong points, and yeah, take a sneak peek at this. This is an early beta, so there's gonna be some bugs, gonna be some stuff going on. Just be aware of that. This is normal so far for this game, though. It's what I played is ran really well. Now we started a brand new character, so we're gonna start everything from the start and jump into it. First thing we got is a note right here. Let's examine that. All right. Herodine is believed to be the oldest settled village in the lowlands, but conflict was sown into its very foundation. Within years of its establishment, the settlers of Herodine became divided on the growth of their village. Some wanted to expand north, while others wanted... We're going to hit C to expand. I should have done that from the start. Others wanted to push north. Oh, oops, I skipped that. Well, some wanted to expand north, others wanted to stay closer to the valley. My grandmother told me stories about the early settlers, recalls Rosetta. So this is like, obviously, lore that you can read. Most games, I don't know, it's a mixed bag. Some games I care and I want to read about it, other games I don't. I have found these to be interesting, and so I try to read them, kind of absorb the story. I think it pulls me more into the game of what's happening, and I like it, yeah. So I recommend that you read it. I won't probably read all these in a video because I know it bores some people, but... Alright, so one of the first things you're going to encounter is a note here, the last words of the Bellwright. And this is kind of obviously leading you to what you're going to be working on in this game. And it says, I'm the caretaker of the bell tower. Entrusted with its maintenance and protection. My duty has been to ensure the bell atop this tower serves its purpose, to warn the people of the northern descent and neighboring villages of impending danger. Now, over the years, it's deteriorated, as the note goes on to tell you, and he hopes whoever finds this note takes it over and rebuilds the bell tower and, can continue to give warning when dangers come to the lands. May this bell tower once again serve as a beacon of warning, guiding the people of the lowlands through the storm that lies ahead. And that's a great note that kind of explains to you your purpose, what you're going to be doing here. And there's other lore here, like I said. Pick it up, read it as you wish. Alright, after you finish collecting your lore there from the tower, kind of doing a little exploring, you're going to see your first quest over in the left-hand side. It says search for answers, and we're going to talk to Dobrin. And if you look down in the bottom right, you'll see your little radar screen. It's got a little mini-map, and you can see the exclamation mark kind of pointing toward the direction that you need to go for that quest. You're going to want to follow the road to the first village here. Alright, eventually you'll travel into the village, and you're going to find Dorbin. He's wearing this nice straw hat here. Alright, after you chat with Doran there, you're going to get a building and construction tutorial. And I like these tutorials a lot because you can kind of watch the video and they'll show you what they're talking about. Or you can just read if you just want to read the bottom portion of it. But I really, really like that games are trying to use these tutorials to explain it. I think it flows a lot better for people. And, you don't have to do it to advance the game. If you think you are familiar with the systems, you can just hit OK and move on, right? You don't have to watch the videos. So Alright, so once you find a suitable location to build your first shack for yourself, we're doing it right here just outside the village in this big opening. There's some trees and some rocks, should be some good resources. You're going to hit B to open the build menu, and then you'll see the shack option here. So we're going to click on shack and hit place construction site, so F. And then you can see the overlay of what it looks like when we're going to try to place it here. Do a quick placement maybe right there. There we go. So now the base is down for our building. If we come over to it, we can add construction materials. Right now we don't have those. That's what we're going to work on, and we'll cut back in when we have this near completion. Alright, so after you have your frame down, you're now going to have to gather resources. And it's nighttime here in our world, so it makes it harder. But you can see these white dots on the screen. These are resources that you can interact with in some way. Some of them we can't because we need tools. But like this stick right here, I'm able to harvest. That's going to be used. There's rocks to harvest. There's berries. You're going to want to gather as much as you can. And when you get your resources, come back over to your site and start applying those materials to help complete construction of your shack. Alright, as you can see as we're applying materials here, the building is starting to come up. You can see piece by piece how it looks, and you can kind of track your status of where you're at in building your shack.
We need to go in the fields and collect some flax.
So now flax is our next material. We're going to go out and collect that, and we'll be right back. Alright, so this is what flax looks like if you're on the hunt for it, these little purple flowers. You can actually see it when you're looking at the building you're trying to build. It kind of shows you a little picture of it. But this is what it looks like in the real world, and there's some sage and some other stuff here too. Alright, now that we have the materials that we needed, we're going to finish construction. You can see we're putting on the walls of stick. Oh, we need something else here too. What are we missing?
Looks like we still need some stick.
Alright, after you have the materials, if you look behind you, it's actually storing the materials back here behind you. So now you know that everything you need is back here behind you to complete this construction. So now you just need to kind of run over here to the shack and look at the pieces, and you can add the part from your pile of supplies over there. And one last piece back here in the back, and we'll have this bad boy done. There we go. The shack is completed. You've unlocked a technology tier. Shack will provide a place to sleep along with access to a crafting workbench and some basic materials. You can hit C to kind of look at the overview on the codex of the shack itself. Alright, after you get your shack finished, your next is going to be come back and talk to Dobrin, and he's going to be in the same location he was. You again? Give me a chance to earn your trust. If I fail, I'll leave you alone. And they have a problem that they want you to resolve. They want to keep themselves warm, so they're looking for furs from rabbits or wolves.
Looking for trouble? We got into a little discussion.
Alright, so he wants you to go out and make some traps because they need furs. So that is your next part. Once you get that done, once you get done talking to him, you need to go talk to Amelia. She'll be located not very far, right up here in the shack. You can see it on the mini-map down there in the bottom. Alright, so you're going to talk to her. She's going to tell you need to go up into the hills to talk to Lumbier and to take a book with you because he's apparently a rambler. Alright, so we've ran up here and we've found Lumbier, and we are going to chat with him.
What are you looking for?
Alright, so after you talk to Lumbier and he's going to give you a mission to build him a house, building a house tent, you're going to hit the B button and you'll see the house tent is now craftable, and you're going to want to put it down here. We recommend putting it by your house. In your little village area that we're building off of, and then we're going to come over to this workbench and we're going to work on building our first tool. So when you interact with the workbench here, you'll see we can now build a simple axe, a torch, or a primitive club. The simple axe is what we want to build. You're going to need 2 wood and 1 stone to build it, and you just click on it like I just did there, and that will build the simple axe. You can see the crafting reticle right now filling up. Alright, now the axe is complete. As you can see, it now takes up 2 slots in our inventory, so you do want to be cautious of that. You can right-click on it to equip it, like I did right there. Now it's in our 1 slot, and that will free up your inventory space again. Alright, now with your newfound tool, or your axe, you can cut down a lot larger trees. Go ahead, Jim, give it a shot here. I wonder if we can do it together. Did I hit you? I think I just hit you. I'm sorry.
It didn't do damage.
Okay, good. So there's no real progression bar, is there? One thing I'll mention, when you're running through town with villages, make sure you have your axe put away. People do not like you carrying around a weapon. I think that's a nice little added touch. See right there? Won't talk, sheath your weapon. Yeah, they're not into that. So, you know, hit the one key or whatever is your hot key and put that weapon away. And then, if I wanted to talk to her, now I can. Alright, so we got back to him and told him he had the house done. He told us to, you know, he needs a research desk, so we're going to build that for him. And then he's talking about building traps and putting them in a dense forest to catch more creatures. And then we have our first villager. So that's what this is telling us here, this little pop-up tutorial explaining how you can assign. Your villagers can be assigned to one of 3 roles at any given time. Worker fulfills your crafting and production orders in a settlement. A companion travels with you and follows your commands. A guard patrols and defends your settlement from danger. You can command your companions by giving them contextual orders with E to attack, harvest, and move. It is vital that you and your villages stay well fed. Going hungry will cause your companions, workers, and guards to stop what they are doing in order to find food. The better the food, the longer they can work. And then if you talk to him again, it's actually popping up to managing your settlements, which is more of the, you know, the meat and potatoes of the game, I think, in my opinion. The more powerful your settlement becomes, the more likely it is to attract raiding parties. Invest into guards and better gear to fight them back. Build outposts. Don't limit yourself to just one settlement. You may need resources that are found in other corners of the region. You can find all the useful information in the town overview screen, which is the tab button. So a couple things, if you ever need to get that information again, you can hit C to go to your codex, and then you can be on the the bottom down here that says tutorials, and you can reread them or watch the videos again even of the ones that have popped up for you. Now, we are supposed to issue a command. Well, it suggests that we do. So if you look at something and you hold the E button here, see, I can move it around now on the map, and I can move to position my companion. So let's say I wanted him to come here, give the order, and there he goes. All right, now let's look at the character sheet and their stats. I have him highlighted here, and here's the 3 options that we can set him for. You can look at job priorities down here and set them. If you want to change where they're at, if I want to make them more of a harvester, you know, defaults it's set to 5 currently. You can look at their inventory right here. You can add things to their inventory too. Looks like that. Here's their attributes. You can scroll over them, and it tells you kind of what they do. Damage bonus, aim, speed, shooting speed, different stuff like that. And then there's their morale, and it shows you why they have this. So plus 15, plus 10, plus 10, and there's the reasons. Now I put down the research desk, and I started putting materials in the pile here, and you'll see he just came through there. I don't know if I caught it, but he put the 2 sticks down that I had in the pile already. So he'll do the building portion once you have the materials there. Alright, we got the research desk completed, and 1 worker can be used to research new buildings and crafts. So we're going to come over here to it. We want to do the small trap, obviously. So I put that there, so now we're at 0% research. Workers will automatically assigned to it. So now, oh, he just joined it. Did you see it? So, oops. There he is now doing the research. So as you can see, research can take some time. We're currently at 10%. It's going very slow. In the meantime, out in the world here, I put down a campfire, and I put all the materials in here. So when our villager there is done researching, he will finish that completion. And I also built an outhouse over here, and all the materials are there. So he'll also finish that relatively quickly. Again, I could manually do it, and I might if I get tired of waiting. You want to mention you can put stuff here into this public chest, and your guys will pull from it if they need building materials too. You don't have to necessarily have them in. Alright, so we figured out the research table. Jim helped me. I wasn't paying close enough attention. When you're doing research up here, it actually shows you the materials that you need to complete the research. So as you can see, we need berries and mushrooms. So if you put them up here in the research desk inventory, which I don't have any on me right now, it will actually complete the research very quickly. So we have researched the trap. We came over here to the workbench, and as you can see, we can now build a small trap right here. And we need some more material, it looks like. So for a small trap, you see it takes 5 pieces of wood. Right now we only have 1 in there. We have built a small trap and put it in the woods over here. You do need to put some bait into it. Let me run over here and show you this small trap. And as you can see on the radar, it's a picture of a bunny showing you where your trap is. And right there is my small trap, and I put the mushroom under there. So hopefully we'll get us a bunny rabbit, and you can complete the next quest by bringing 3 small traps to Dorban, and then you also need a pelt. Alright, so we found out now that when we play together, we each have to have our own shack to sleep through the night. So we're going to put a shack down for Jim, but we did want to show the fact that if you misplace it, like if you put it facing the wrong direction, like that, you can come up to it, and you can hit the B button and click on disassemble, and then you can look at it right here and say, here it is, shack 1, hit F to disassemble, and you can get rid of it and then put it back in the direction that you want. So if we hit B again to place, then we're going to place construction site, and then you can use the middle mouse button to rotate the object however you want. And we're going to put him over here, kind of create like a circular build here. There we go. Wrap up this video. I wanted to kind of keep it short, but I want to cover some stuff that we haven't got to yet. I know you will get raided if you look at your settlement. So if you hit tab and come up here to your settlement, you'll see you have a raid threat up here. So I'm assuming as long as there's a little bit of threat, there's a chance to be raided. I know my buddy Jim has been playing this more than I have, and he has went through some raids. He's attacked some bandits. He says there's a lot more combat there than you realize at the beginning, and he's really, really enjoying the game quite a bit. I do want to mention there's all these tabs we haven't even looked at yet that's going to be coming, where you can do storage, deliveries, here's your population list, your building list, stuff like that. So I'm going to raise the priority on research. I'm trying to get the research done. We are still at 20%, so it's taking a while. I do want to mention that there is a tech tree that we haven't looked at yet. So if you come to, find it here. Oh, there's an army tab I didn't mention. You can add a squad. Here we go. Sorry, it's under Codex. I forgot. And then here's the tech tree. So you can see you have the simple bench, which is we've got. The village hall is next. You have to research that, so you'll research that on the table. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and show you just how big the tech tree actually is. So you can see there is a ton, and I mean a ton of stuff to research. And you get like armor up here, all kinds of stuff. Tools. So just want to kind of give you a quick glance at the tech tree, let you know that part is part of the game as well. I think that kind of wraps it up. I just wanted to do a quick video, kind of give you an overview of what Bellwright looked like. I'll be honest, for a beta, it's ran really, really well. I haven't had any issues. Everything, all the systems that are in place work really well. They all make sense. If you played any kind of a game in this genre, you're going to understand how the mechanics work. I really like that you like this is how you cook things, and it takes time to cook things, you know. And you probably played games like this, where your inventory space matters and it takes time to cook things. And I really like the systems they have in place. They all work really well. They all make sense. Yeah, so far, double thumbs up for Bellwright. Really, really like it. I can't wait to play some more, and yeah, I look forward to release. So thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more great content. Have yourself a great day.